Hey, it's Ace, the business buying coach. Nearly every prospective business buyer that I work with asks themselves a question at some point in the whole buying process as to whether or not buying a business is no more than buying a job. Or they get the same inquiry from others that they consult with during the process, a lot of times friends and family, and a lot of times people are concerned that, hey, maybe you should just get a job instead of buying a business. And it's a valid point. While there are some that may look at that negatively, I just don't believe the concept of potentially buying a job is the right way to interpret this, and especially right now with the economy and the way things are going all around us. While many prospective business buyers that I talk to state they would buy a business to better control their own destiny, the fact is that most are looking to do one or two things: either replace an income or generate a new income. And with unemployment still at just absolutely ridiculous levels and no immediate hope it will decline, despite the economy already recovering, its stocks soaring again, all the signs are pointing to, over time, just fewer and fewer jobs. For a lot of people, that's a scary thing. And with all of what's really going on, you got to ask yourself a question: what's wrong with the idea of buying a job? The one key element to consider is, unlike being an employee, there are no ceilings placed on the business owner's potential income. The trade-off for dealing with all the pressure and all of the headaches that come with being an employer instead of just an employee, they're pretty huge. One is just the incredible gratification that you get from being in control, not having any limits, and the opportunity to dramatically improve one's quality of life and to ultimately build value and equity, which can one day be translated into a financial windfall for the business owner. Honestly, personally, I can never imagine working for somebody again. Despite all the associated problems and headaches of business ownership, the scales are entirely tilted towards the positives when weighing the whole employer versus employee option. So, is it possible that in some potential business purchases, the buyer is effectively buying themselves a job or a limited income stream? Of course it is. But the question is, so what? While this situation is typically more applicable to smaller businesses that generate more of a living than major profits for the owner, at the very least, what you're doing is putting yourself in a position to reap all of the wonders that business ownership can bring. And for me, in that in and of itself is the future to financial success. Even if the business evolves over time into nothing more than employment for the owner, that can still be pretty darn good, especially in today's dismal employment market. Or if you take that and compare it with having to deal with the headaches of dealing with the boss. Plus, you'll have the tremendous learning experience, and you can sell the business and take the lessons that you learned and move on to another opportunity that may be bigger. Bottom line is, you can never sell a job. So basically, you get paid twice for working once. That is exactly what I've done for more than 12 years. So to me, it's just a no-lose situation. On the one side, you can guarantee yourself a job. And with a little hard work, ingenuity, and a dose of good luck, the upside can be absolutely enormous. If at some point you find yourself having second thoughts and you feel yourself starting to believe that buying a business is simply buying a job and nothing more, then take some time and congratulate yourself. That makes you infinitely smarter than anyone who chooses instead to spin their wheels trying to find a going nowhere fast job that eventually they won't like, or certainly won't benefit from the wealth building effects of business ownership. Thanks for taking time to watch the video. Be sure to check out more at acechapman.com.